Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by BlackRifleCoffee.com.
Whoa, we got a lot to talk about right now. Let's just go back into, before we started recording, we were talking about Southern women.
We were.
Yes.
Well, not necessarily
Yes.
Southern.
Texas
it was Texas women,
yeah.
and I think Southern women a little bit.
Yeah. You know, they just know how to do it right.
I think so, because my comment was white girls don't know what's up these days. It's just like, they're kind of like, hey, I'm going to roll over on my stomach, I guess get off, and then cook me dinner. And you're like, what?
You should buy me stuff.
What do you mean by that? Get off, like, do you jack off on their butt?
No, they're essentially letting you masturbate with their body. So
right.
They're
so
lazy.
It's lazy.
White girls
and
are
not
lazy.
in the butt, but just
No,
from
God,
behind.
no. You get that once a year, like your birthday, as it's like.
You almost said once a month, you son of a bitch. You almost said it.
Well, my wife isn't white, so.
But Texas and specifically Southern women, they've got it figured out. They cook, they clean, they love to bang. Like I said, I was with my friends. They'd been married over 14 years, and I was in the kitchen, and they were from South Texas. I was like, so how'd you do it 14 years? And she just goes, well, it's really actually easy. You just keep his balls empty and his stomach full.
See?
Wow. Wow.
I only praise two things in this world: Jesus and my husband's cock.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm just gonna wake up and praise Jesus and suck his dick and cook.
Not in that order.
Who's gonna kick that girl out of the house?
Never. Like, that is the key to being in a successful marriage. Just like,
why haven't you left her? Like, my man, she really loves Jesus. You know, that's the only reason.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
and really, you don't even have to like cook. I like to cook. So like, if you cleaned up post, we can even use disposable plates. Like, if you just threw the plates in the trash can, I make good.
I make that a parent thing. If Koala cooks, I clean everything. I tell her to get out of the kitchen, and I just do it all.
That's just called a team.
It's fair. Yeah. It's very fair.
You just throw the dishes away, right? They're cheap.
Buy some new ones.
Yeah.
Target.
Is she
I've
a
actually gone to all
ceviche fan?
disposable. It's wonderful. What?
No.
Jared, is she a ceviche fan at all?
No, but she loves rare steak. So do I. So like that's a bonding thing.
Jared is in a relationship now of about 1 week, I believe.
That's a big deal.
3 weeks.
Gross.
3 weeks official.
2 months. 1 month fully official.
I saw him at a restaurant, and I thought he was still dating Heather. And I think he might have been.
And in my experience, that's how you find out about Jared's relationships.
And I was coming in to beat the shit out of my girlfriend's ex-husband.
Nice.
Who is sitting right here.
Let's fuck him up.
Literally in the beginning of July.
I came in. It's at supper down at the Pearl, and I'm like all heated up. And I go, Jared, fuck, I'm so glad to see you here. An ex-military. Get my back, dude.
Yeah. That was
because I'm not a fighter, as you can tell. I'm not, I'm not Adonis here. And
was there a specific reason you were going to beat him up?
No, it wasn't. I just wanted to see him and have words.
First week of July, I'm sitting at the bar and supper, and he comes running in, and he stops. He goes, "Good thing you're here. I'm about to get in a fight." That's what that went down. Then he leaves, and he comes back, and he gives me like two more sentences, and he goes, "It's Millicent's ex. I'm gonna beat his ass." And then he leaves, and he comes back. He goes, "I guess he's not here. We'll save this for another day." And then he disappears.
Again,
wow.
3 martinis in, or 4.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Matt Best, can you introduce our guests to the audience?
Well, actually, Jared can probably make the most proper introduction. And we also do have lovely Marty Skovlin, writer, author, editor-in-chief of Coffee or Die magazine, former Army Ranger, and all-around great guy. Welcome, Marty.
Thanks, man.
Don't talk. Okay, Jared, do the introduction. Just kidding.
We have my amazing neighbor that lives with me in the Pearl. Not with me. We live close together. We've drunkenly tried to assemble a drone.
Yes.
That did not fly.
It's still sitting
our
on top of my
nickname is the Wrong Brothers. This is our chief of marketing's best friend.
Put a drone together.
That's funny. The Wrong Brothers. Got it.
Mr. Harry, who is our national beer expert.
Yes.
Oh, what makes you a beer expert, Harry?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Marty.
That's Ross.
I mean,
not
Ross.
even close.
Sorry, Ross.
Marty's not allowed to talk.
I legitimately would like to know as well.
All right. Yeah. No. I publish the Beer Business Daily, which is it's a trade rag. It covers the industry. Like if you had Coffee Business Daily, so I'm the guy that writes that.
Awesome.
And I publish it. I don't always write it.
And it's the largest beer publication in the nation.
Arguably.
That's what we've been told by outsiders.
Well, it's the most profitable. Let's put it that way.
Harry, are you drunk right now?
Absolutely.
I've got
a chalice of wine, of red wine.
Really shitty wine.
It is not shitty. It's $12.99 for a fucking liter.
Exactly. Shitty wine.
You do look like someone that I want to go day drinking on a Tuesday with.
I'm telling you right now.
He's talking about martinis. Look, like this is fucking rad. No wonder you have a hot girlfriend.
I'm telling you right now, the first time I hung out with him in the day, I was passed out by 6 p.m. and had no clue where I was.
Well,
and
that's you every day.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, let's be fair here.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, my beautiful girlfriend gave him a mohawk.
Yeah.
And
Is that where the mohawk came
Really?
from?
Yeah, she came.
Wow.
She came to the house.
That was a great mohawk.
It was probably one of the best ones I had.
So, do you cut hair professionally? Sidebar.
Absolutely.
Sweet. I need a good. Do you know how to trim beards well?
She did. She did mine.
Matt, she's.
I'm
not
in line
trim,
behind Matt.
She's not fucking trimming your beard.
Okay.
you look too pretty.
No,
you look too pretty. He's okay with her hanging out with me.
I have a
I
brown.
see her standing over trimming your beard, and and you're staring at her tits. And your wife and me cannot have that.
Okay, but I mean,
So, fuck you.
listen. I've bought more tits than Hitler started wars, so like I'm not worried about it.
I feel your pain.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how I compared those two things, but also my wife is brown, so I can't look at anything because I'll get a fucking shank in the back, like a
bought more
sharpened
tits
tooth.
than Robert Downey Jr. has DUIs.
Yeah. I will say, because this was out there, my wife's, she had them before me and paid for himself. So
you didn't buy those ones.
Classy lady. Don't want to ever have that misinterpreted.
Well done.
But all the shitty ones, all the ones, it's like, you look like you need to live in a dumpster. I should buy you boobs and date you. So
Matt,
I don't make the best life decisions.
we have that.
Matt is on fire today. Fire.
I'm going to get him another drink.
And then she broke up with me before I even got to see them.
Really?
That's a hard
that hurts, Harry.
So like, I literally consulted a lawyer when I had some coming at me saying that I was like, do I get one of the tits back? Because I feel like that's fair.
That's fair. That is
you want to
fair.
take half of my shit, I get half of your
I get
shit.
half of the stuff I bought.
Like,
for
I
you.
want it in a glass jar. I'm going to set it up in the podcast room.
Yeah,
and then
it's going to have a label on it,
like
but
Einstein's
not
brain.
a fancy label. It's going to be a piece of a masking tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says 60 cc's on it.
Yeah, and
Like,
it
is
says
there Yelp
shitty titty.
reviews?
We call it the shitty titty.
Like, where do you go to find the best
And
tits for your wife?
Dr.
Like,
Deckard here.
well,
in San
Amazon
Antonio.
reviews, Yelp reviews,
Amazon reviews.
Like where?
It's Amazon at-home tit kit.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not
Can you get them on Prime?
I'm not a real doctor, but I'm like the WebMD of fucking tit doctors. Like, I could probably do the surgery after how many fucking consultations I've been in.
Oh, he knows everything.
Yeah,
he can.
I can
he
guess.
can
Remember
guess
the guess?
a CC.
She was like, "I got boobs." I was like, "Oh, those are 350 submuscular high pocket." And they're like,
Yeah, they're like, oh
yep.
my god.
I'm like, yeah. You wear them nicely.
I know my titties.
Well done.
I really want that jar with the tit in there, and we call it the shitty titty, and you have to wish on the shitty titty.
This is not helping me get my hair cut, huh? I'm just gonna shut up.
No free haircuts for you.
Ross, I do
pay.
like we are in store today
doesn't
because
matter.
not only do we have like the ultimate drinking bro on being a connoisseur of the drinking arts, but he's been stabbed legitimately by a stripper.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa. Let's back up the Uber here.
Come on, let's see the scar.
Yeah, let's back up the Uber and ask the driver what his name is.
Can we
How did you get
qualify this
stabbed?
a little bit? I mean, I don't know if you can see it, man.
Yeah, that's a big scar. Show Matt. Show Matt.
He hit the front delt. Yeah.
Right there. I almost bled out. Almost died. And
You got an artery in there, right?
yeah.
Brachiocephalic.
It's how everybody says it was 1 centimeter from my artery. Could have died. But no,
All right.
Please.
Harry,
She was
we
my
need some explanation on this. How did this happen?
She was my girlfriend, and I didn't know that she was a stripper.
Where did
before
she
I
go
started
from
dating her?
between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m.?
No, she went to a stripper while I was dating. No, she was a stripper to put herself through school.
Oh, yeah. It's just temporary.
She went to Columbia, actually. She had her master's in journalism in New York.
Oh, now we're getting eyes
My
from
girlfriend
left
over there was
field.
going, fuck you. Okay, no, but anyway, she's actually a famous stripper. She wrote a book about
Don't give her that.
She's been on Good Morning America. She had, Gloria Allred
She's
represent her.
stabbing middle-aged white men.
And
I love the fact that somebody that stabbed another person as a stripper was on Good Morning America.
I know, right?
That makes my
She's
day.
Semi-famous. Yeah, that was before, but we were dating and we were at the Breakers in Florida, in Palm Beach, and she got pissed at me. She thought I was fucking another girl because she found a condom in my room, and
it's not looking good for you.
I don't know how that got there, sweetie.
She flew in later, and so we get to the hotel room, and we're arguing, and she breaks a wine glass and just shoves the stem into my shoulder.
Oh wow!
And it starts. I mean, it starts bleeding like I had cleaned a pig in my bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I
you
wrap
guys
a
had
towel
sex
around
first.
it, and then I fucked her. I don't know how I got it up because I was losing blood at a good rate. And so then
Ross,
that's
are
probably,
you getting this?
That's probably why you almost bled out.
I'm getting all. I'm in such shock over here that I literally.
I'm like, where
I
are
can't
you
ever
at?
tell
I need to be
sex
brought
story
back
again.
to
That
life
pops
on
them
this.
off.
telling the
I'm
truth,
out.
'cause she'll do it. Yeah. But anyway, so afterwards I was like, I go to the hospital, and so I put on a shirt, and I got in a cab, and the cab's like, dude, you need to call the police. Like, there's just blood just everywhere. I was like, no, just take me to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and they had 2 surgeries. You know, they're minor, but they still had to sew up the stop the blood.
My God.
Yeah.
And the doctor, who was also hot, by the way, she's like, what happened here? I think I need to call the police. And it looks like you've been stabbed. And I was like, I fell on a wine glass. She's like, okay. I was
Fell on the wine glass.
On the wine glass. And,
The old fall on the wine glass.
yeah. And I went back to the hotel, and the manager comes running up to me, and he's like, Mr. Shoemaker, I always feel like he was kind of saying, do we need to hide a body? Or, because,
That's a good hotel guy.
Yeah,
though.
He was. He knows.
Hey,
he knows.
like there's a dumpster in back every
you're in
Tuesday
Florida.
morning.
He knows there's a big tip behind hiding a body.
Well, yeah, because, the housekeeper's in there going, what the fuck? And so they came back, and they moved her to another room, and I came in, and she's a beautiful young lady. No, sorry.
You're getting the side eye, Harry. You're getting the side eye.
I need to shut the fuck up. But
You're digging holes over here.
and she's like
Fucking
straight
no,
up,
he's got a backhoe.
Yeah, she's sitting at my computer, and I come back. I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm buying a flight back. Like I'm surprised you'd have me arrested." And I was like, "No, babe, no, you can stay.
Man, you can stab me."
So you make a perfect drinking bro.
Yeah,
because you're stubborn and a degenerate.
And
apparently.
I also like the crazies.
Well,
and this one's got a little cray.
You know the old famous saying: "You love crazy until they stab you in the shoulder with a wine bottle."
Yeah.
It's actually an old.
Yeah, Ross, where are you on that?
Hemingway.
Where's Jerry's final thought on that one?
Oh my God! There's so many. I really, really want to start with how old was this woman? First of all,
so I'm at the time I was probably 46, and she was 29.
Ooh.
Okay. Kids? No kids?
She has no kids. She wrote a book called Diary of an Angry Stripper. You can look it up.
Okay.
And,
No.
I've
We
actually
can
heard
stop
of that
there.
before.
That probably would have done it.
Doing research on strippers.
Yeah,
something.
she got fired from she was a journalist for the Houston Chronicle, and she got fired for being a stripper, and she sued him, and she won, and she got transferred to the San Antonio Express News, and that's how I met her. She was doing a story on me because at the time I was a tweeter of San Antonio. Like, this is back when, if you had more than 5,000 followers on Twitter, you were considered huge. It was like me and 4 Spurs. So, so she comes to my office, and I was like, "Good Lord, you are good. Fucking look at that. You're really a reporter for the San Antonio Express News?" Yeah. So we had lunch, and then one thing led to another.
One thing led to a Florida trip where you got stabbed.
Yeah.
I mean, at least she lived up to Florida trips.
Yeah.
This stuff definitely happens in Florida. If there's one state,
Oh yeah.
it's like Ferguson, Missouri, Florida.
Florida man gets stabbed
It's always
by a
Florida.
stripper. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always Florida. There was a romance novelist who got arrested last night. She wrote a book called How to Kill Your Husband and Get Away with It.
I saw that.
Yeah, she killed her
And then
husband.
she killed her husband.
And got away
And then
with
she
it.
killed her husband. No, she did not. So obviously her book sucks. But you should have known by the title of her book what you were getting
Ross,
into.
have you seen a picture of her?
Yes.
I was surprised he didn't kill her first. Good Lord.
Oh God. Yeah, she was not pretty.
No,
not pretty in the least.
He must have been horrible
man.
to be in.
Somebody started an electrical fire on her face and put it out with a shovel.
God, guys, beauty's in the inside.
It must be. Yeah, this girl was a real
like
beauty inside.
Your hot stripper needs to eat some makeup so that bitch could be pretty on the inside.
She swallowed an egg beater.
Hey, if she had fake tits, would she be fake news? Or is there?
Fuck, that's good.
Could be.
I'm just
She did not have fake tits when I dated her, but I bought her some, and then she broke up with me literally like the next week.
Before he even got to
started
see him.
dating a restaurateur in Houston.
Jeez.
Wow.
And married him. And she married him.
I'm doing journalism wrong.
See, but the good thing
I need to
about
start
this,
stripping.
though, I think you did a justice to humanity because you're essentially creating eye candy for people. So when she's stuffing her
set
tips
her
up
out in the
and she's at
wild, Harry.
Albertsons, HEB, fucking Ralph's, whatever the fuck supermarket,
you upped everybody's spirits.
That's the way I go to home every night and sleep well. I'm like, man, I helped out dudes check out titties.
Yeah, that guy that's at the checkout counter.
I'm glad you said that.
We're good
Matt,
people.
because I've never thought of it that way, honestly, and now hopefully I can, because I have a lot of angst. They weren't cheap. And
no, because guys like us, we go for the good ones. We're not talking the Tijuana over the Juarez border fucking titties.
This
we're talking
Houston. That's the
These should be charitable donations.
No, you're not talking
Like,
about.
You should be able to write
when you
these
break
off.
up, I should be able to write
You're
off.
not talking about ones that have both the bottom and top scar.
Well, it depends if they got a maxilloplasty because then they have to drive down the nipple and circle the.
Yeah, you really do know your tits.
It's
holy shit.
I'm listen, I'm like the fucking sharks forward right now. Just set me up.
I know. It's okay. Well,
hey, Matt, I hate to circle back to this. Hitler was only in 2 wars, right?
yeah, and I bought three
good.
sets of tits, so the math works out perfect. Don't ever fucking question my joke, Ross.
That's 6 tits. I'm going back to how many
Shit, it is
DUIs
6.
Robert Downey
you can
Jr.
count.
has.
Do we?
Yes.
Are
You
they,
can count every country, right?
wait, are they counted? Well, that. But
How
is
many
it-
DUIs does Robert Downey Jr. have? God,
Are we looking at tits as a set or singular?
I want to go singular because
I
you
want to go
definitely-
set, actually,
Yeah, I
because
was
you
gonna
can't
go
buy
set.
one.
Yeah. I mean, and I probably shouldn't say in the podcast, but I've enhanced other body parts before in past relationships.
Which ones?
It rhymes with glute.
It rhymes with glute. Listen, you got to pick
That
a
shit's
girl who
expensive.
has it all natural, like this one.
There
Look
you
at
go.
her. All nothing done. Look at her. Beeville girl. Nom nom nom.
Jesus.
I love
Whoa.
this.
Hey, good comeback. I like
Yeah,
it.
right?
Keep that going.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to put on a pair of sweatpants and go hit up the strip club buffet with this guy. He's like
Would you ever go to a strip club with your boyfriend? Oh, you're
She
a
probably
good woman.
does. Yeah.
Well,
They're a fun pair, Matt.
Yeah.
You probably need to have a evening with these two.
Sure.
yeah,
change your life.
just like he and Heather. I mean, one night that I spent, they came to my apartment. They drank
fucking rad.
They drank all my vodka, and then they proceed to have a huge fight in my kitchen by themselves while I'm sitting alone trying to put a drone together, all fucked up, and I'm like. For like an hour. Why aren't you taking me to the Nitro Circus movie? I don't know, babe.
This is fucking. Are you just loving this, Ross? I'm so happy.
it's like bros.
Every single second.
I'm only taking bros, babe. I'm just taking bros. It's bros and bros. But I don't understand. It's like action movies too. I want to go to the premiere. No, man. I just gotta go with my bros. I mean, that
What's
happened.
great? You are 100%
You probably thought
right.
I was not listening.
No, not at all. The only the
thought you were
thing
droning.
I loved
Yeah.
the only thing I loved about hanging out with those two is I wasn't embarrassed when her and I just would fucking fight like assholes for an hour.
I think that's similar to us.
Because of you.
Yes, because I've seen it with them, so I'm like, we're just paying it back.
Why are you looking at Heather? Why are you looking at Heather? Is she better looking than I am?
There
I'm
was
like,
always like for me with them, it was a drunk like scale, and it would be like they'd show up kind of in an okay mood. 4 drinks in, happy as shit. They're kissing, and then after a while, I'd be like, wait till Jared mainly said individual, they would start drinking too much, and then it would just go fucking south. And I'd be like, you guys have a good night. Watch the movie. I'm out. No worries.
When her fucking eyes glass over and one starts looking the other direction, I'm like, we're about to brawl.
Put on the boxing gloves. We're coming in.
I kind of feel like that was the night you kind of decided to.
Oh,
break
absolutely.
up. I mean, because
Yeah.
I was just sitting there with a drone going, Oh, am I really listening to this?
Oh, no,
it was
no,
a long time. It was like an hour.
I definitely knew. I definitely knew the last time.
Then the next time I saw you was
that we did it, I was like, "This is going to be the last time."
Yeah. All right.
Hey, I always say too. Sometimes just two people that are good people don't work out, and they go their separate ways, and they're happy on their own right. You know.
Yeah, that's
just like the stripper.
She
got married. She got married to a
after
dude,
you,
and he is sucking on those tits you bought her.
Oh, fuck you.
You know.
Wow.
He's ripping off some red laced fucking shit and putting caviar in those titties and sucking them like he's mad at him.
You know what? Good for him. He got the cray too.
I'm gonna get hit in the face.
I was gonna say he's just going into an
You're
ambush.
really bad. I'm
to
gonna
the
hit you. Come on, man.
I'll help beat up her ex though. I'll be on your team.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
yeah.
you've got an army now.
No, Rex is actually a good dude. I was just in a mood.
Fuck him.
I was in a,
You know him?
You know what? Fuck him too.
Wow. You want me to fuck him? If he shaves his body hair, I'll fuck him.
You want him to get fucked?
You know what?
Because we'll fuck
if it
him.
would teach him a lesson, then
Yeah,
yes.
it would. Ross, are you in? Were you fucking this guy or
We're
what?
gangbanging this dude.
I'll fuck this guy. Not only that, but
this guy.
I want to say this. We're a half hour into this show, and this is the greatest show of all time. I don't know who Harry is. I honestly, I want you to move in next door to me. I want to hear all of this fucking shit go on through the walls in a really thin apartment walls. Like, I want to hear all of your shit.
Do you know
Listen,
what
I have a feeling,
I'll
Harry.
meet you
Wait,
at McSorley's, and let me tell you something. I have written in that bar as well. I wrote a book about my life, but it's actual, called "Thank You for Drinking Beer." Thanks for the plug. Find it on Amazon.com.
Are you kidding? This is Drinkin' Bros, Harry, and you got a book called "Thank You for Drinking Beer."
And I wrote a lot of that book in McSorley's and
Hey, hashtag shameless plug, man. Where can they find it? On Amazon?
Amazon.com.
It's the best.
Thank you for drinking beer.
That's
God.
amazing.
Do you
I'm
know
down,
that
Harry.
beer has probiotics in it, so you can kind of justify when you're fucking 12 beers in that you're just consuming probiotics for your gut health.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also great for your gout.
Yeah.
It is good for gout when you have that hardcore foot pain.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's diabetes.
No. Foot pain is gout, right? Your foot
yes,
hurts if
yes,
it's gout.
yes.
See, I'm up to date.
So back to fighting.
Yeah, let's get off
her
the
ex.
gout.
Yeah. So we're gonna fuck her ass.
This is my go-to line, right? When the guy fucking squares up with you, you just go, "Just so you know, when I knock you out, I'm gonna fuck you." Mental warfare, because all of a sudden they're like, "Hey man, I ain't on vacation, man. I ain't on vacation." You're like, no, but like when I knock you out, I'm gonna fuck you.
How confident are you?
I'm gonna fuck you.
And to show you, I'm gonna pull my pants down.
Yeah, and just whip
right
them
now
down and just
show
fucking.
you, I have a
you want the
full
jab or the
erection.
cock?
I have a
'Cause you're
full
getting both.
erection.
That's my square face right here.
Yeah, right.
In my experience, people are always very unprepared to see a naked man, especially one my size
Always.
and my physical
Yeah, me
shape.
too.
Yep.
I'm
Like,
with
they're
you,
very
bud.
unprepared for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Hey, we're both journalists.
Throws them off their game.
Yeah.
And maybe just throw them like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the ground. We're gonna jujitsu."
Full
just
frontal
butt naked.
nudity is awkward
Yeah.
for a guy.
Yeah.
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 What?
It is. It's always awkward for a guy to see another grown man naked.
with Evan in Seattle.
I mean,
Nope.
no.
Putting that on my
I
list,
have.
though.
Especially if you have like a big bush and your little.
Yeah.
I have like a little bird like peeking out of its nest. Like,
It's just little baby bird waiting
Little,
for like mama
like,
bird to like throw some worms into the mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Harry, let me ask you a question. Over under, how many strippers have you dated? More than 50? Yes or no?
Yes.
As far as I know, that was the only one.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
A guy like you and a girl like whoever, come on.
I've never dated a
also
stripper
married for
myself
20
ever. Have you, Jared?
I haven't girlfriended up a stripper, but I went out a couple times with one.
Yeah, sleeping
But
with one, that's fun, but-
I've never met a stripper at the strip club and went out with them. Like, I just knew that she was a stripper on the time when I dated her. But
That's a lie.
That led to probably one of the most unique dates I've ever had, because when she came to pick me up, which she had a beautiful Dodge Charger, I answered.
I don't know how important to the story that was, but okay.
At that time in my life, as a young
keep going.
E5
Keep
in the
going.
Air Force, like, very few women had their own cars.
Okay, that's fair. Like,
So
wait,
this in
you
Saudi Arabia? Or?
I lived in Florida, Marty. Most girls still lived at home.
Strippers they have nice shit.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I believe you.
Louboutins, shoes. and
Dave
all those-
actually lived with me at the time. When I answered the door, the first things out of her mouth was, should we just go ahead and have sex now and get it out of the way so we're comfortable on the date?
I've heard this story.
Yeah.
That's a stripper. You never said it was a stripper.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, not only that, Jared, you're lying. You had sex with that stripper in Salt Lake City, and then she was on the show. Remember?
No, I never banged her.
They have strippers
I didn't
in
bang.
Salt Lake
She
City?
said you did.
I was not. She was lying for the show. I didn't touch her.
Come on.
You just got.
Why would I deny having sex with somebody?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, Jared's right. He's not lying.
Fair
point.
Like, honestly, if we want to be fair, I started chatting her up and she blew me off. And then 2 weeks later.
Didn't talk to you or sucked you off?
No. Just didn't talk to me.
The
and
stripper.
then 2 weeks later, when I had that other girl come into town, she fucking lit me up like, hey, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I haven't heard from you in 10 days. Like, fuck off. Like, what are you talking about? You thought what? Like,
Well, at least you didn't get stabbed with the fucking wine bottle. That's still
true.
Takes the cake.
I went through the strip club phase because I live next door to one and they had good food. And you know I don't grocery shop.
It's hard to argue that when that is literally true.
really
you
is.
walk over to Jared's house, and I don't know if you've been to his place at
Yeah,
the Pearl.
I have.
And you're like,
It looks
awesome,
like
dude. You open the fridge, not like it's like you're that bored, I'm going to check out what's in the fridge kind of thing. And there's like 3
Water.
of the orange monsters, 0 calories, the teas, and then a thing of water in like a Brita filter that probably hasn't been changed for a year. And then like 6 bottles of booze. That's all that's
okay,
there.
so let me tell you, I have been to JT's apartment, and I was like, hey, it's like a 4 p.m. I was like, I'm drinking vodka. I got my Yeti on. He goes, yeah, come up. I go to his apartment. So you've seen the movie American Psycho, right?
Of course.
Okay, his apartment looks like that. There's like, it's so pristine.
Very pristine.
There's no pictures of anybody. It's like, it looks like a fucking museum. And I know he's got kids. I'm like, oh, God, this would be a hard. And so I go up there and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's at the computer the whole time, just working. And I'm like, so what's up, man? He's like, oh, no, I'm working. I'm like, okay, so anyway, I'll see you later. Good times. I was like, I thought he was drinking bros. I thought it was like, hey, woo, Black Rifle, we fucking drink. And I'm like, no, he's just working like a nerd. And I was scared of him after that.
Like a nerd.
This is exactly like what I hear from Franklin, how I was ecstatic to hire him for us, and then I didn't talk to him for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like he showed interest in being a friend, and then I go up there and he just totally ignores me the whole time. Like I'm supposed to entertain myself in his
I'm
museum?
6 years into friendship with Jared, and I still don't know.
Yeah, I know. We don't know what's going on in
I
here.
figured out he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, like you just it's the only thing that all of us have come up with is that's Jared.
That's Jared.
Because like sometimes he'll invite you over and there's like food and a cheese platter and he's like, I thought you'd really enjoy this. You're like, okay, fuck, that's really nice and
I didn't experience that.
Yeah, no, and then you'll go over and he'll be working and he's like, I don't know, like you can watch TV or something. Like you texted me, come drink booze and let's fucking party.
Right. And he's a computer the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't.
What are you gonna do?
I didn't get it.
That's Jared. That's Jared. It's all you can say about that. Harry, let me ask you, since you're a beer connoisseur, since we are in Drinking Bros, if you're on death row, you're about to be executed, what's the last beer you have before you die?
Nice question.
Oh, wow. That is a good one.
I will tell you, it would be a Budweiser. And let me tell you why.
I like that. I like this.
Because they're my largest customer. And they pay me a lot of fucking money. But,
wait, out now, Brown Cow, because
it's like Harry Carey. I'd have a nice ice cold Budweiser.
the moon was
made out of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but Harry Carey was fucking August Bush's wife at the time. So he was getting more than Budweiser, let me tell you.
He's
True story.
some
True story.
Budweiser. But you're gonna die, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you
I have
are.
heirs.
Oh, okay.
I have children. I have three sons. He's met one of them.
Yeah, I've hung out with one.
Yeah, he's like, we got to man this dude up.
How old is your oldest?
My oldest is 25. Lives in Austin, selling commercial real estate in Austin. It's like, fuck. I was like, is that a job? Because it kind
of just sells
blowing
itself,
up. Yeah,
right?
It's probably the best job.
Yeah. So yeah, he's making a ton of money, and I'm proud of him. And my other son, who he met, works for me. And then I have a boy that just went to UT last week. My little baby. Oh, just a little baby.
Empty nester, Harry. Empty nester.
Empty
You
nester.
never did give me that beer. Give me that beer. What's that fucking beer besides Bud Heavies?
Is there any other beer? Miller Lite, Miller Coors is my second largest customer.
No, God
my
damn it, Harry.
My third largest is Constellation, so I'd say a Modelo or a Corona.
Jesus
I'm on that
Christ.
Negro Modelo life, dude.
My fourth largest is, I don't know, probably Boston Beer Company, so I'd have a Sam Adams, and then it goes down from there.
Oh, boy, you bet.
To be honest with you, Ross, I have gout. I don't drink a lot of beer because it just kills me, and I'm fat already, but I love all the beers.
But you already wifed up with Premier Hottie
you
over there.
Upgraded.
Come
you
on,
upgraded.
start drinking the beer, Harry.
I know.
She's cold at night.
I've also gained like 20 pounds.
What you should do is you should have your girlfriend come over and stand behind you. Dave will get a frame of that, and then we'll use that as the thumbnail. Clickbait for days.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm here for the views.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're giving good marketing advice. I like that.
Well, that's what I essentially did with my YouTube channel. I was like, I'm not that funny. I'm not that good of a
Here's some
writer.
tits.
But if I put tits in my comedy,
Right.
hey.
Right, like worst couple in the world.
Yeah, except for a lot funnier and more organized, of course.
No, I just saw the one about you dragging your wife through the hall to work out.
Oh, the coffee.
That was a good one.
Thank
I
you,
like
sir.
that one. Very funny.
Which is actually kind of inaccurate because she's always the one that's like up making the coffee, and she actually makes a way better espresso shot than I do. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
We're gonna have Marty talk. Is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, Marty.
All right, good times.
Get in here. You're a journalist.
Yeah.
Interview.
All right. Ooh.
All right.
It's on me. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of fascinated with what exactly you do with a beer trade publication. Do you go to the beer companies and they're like, hey, like, write about our beer? Or do you just kind of fucking take it and run?
I do not ever write about the beer. It's about the money. It's about the people. Who's fucking whom. Who's what the lawsuits, who's suing whom. It's all about the business. I've never written about the actual beer, and I would never. And but yeah, it's just all about the business.
Do you want to write one on Lead Slinger's whiskey, and then you could just talk about Jared and the?
Yeah, actually, we would. We also publish Wine and Spirits Daily.
Wow.
Yeah,
Didn't even know that.
Yeah, and we have 3 publications daily, and we have 3 conferences, and it's a publishing conferencing.
How did you get into all of this? Like, how do you go into like, I'm going to go write about booze, and then I'm going to get people to fucking pay me to write about booze?
Yeah. Well, it happened. Beer Business Day is going to be 20 years old in January.
Wow.
We're having a big
Holy
party.
shit.
Y'all are all going to be invited.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, we get to go to the party?
January 5th.
Do we have to
January
dress up?
No.
We're still deciding that, right, Millie?
Can we be the exception?
You know what, Jared? I know
You
you're
gotta
gonna
see
wear
what these
whatever
guys
the
do
fuck
when they're
you
told
want
to dress
anyway.
up.
It doesn't matter if it's black tie. I'm sure you're going to come as
Pirate outfit.
Pirate outfit. So,
A pirate with a black tie.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you said black tie.
But you said
party.
black tie.
Yeah. And but yeah, it's but I worked in the business before that. Right out of college, I worked for Houston Distributing Company, Miller Coors distributor in Houston, and worked my way up. Started as a driver, merchandiser. Got my CDL. I was the only person that ever failed my CDL license in the company's history. Failed it twice.
Because you were drunk.
Obviously. Don't drink and drive, especially a
Show up for your
18-wheeler.
CDL test.
Fair.
Kind of smell like
that.
booze.
Sir, you're hammered.
Yeah. No, and then so I worked there for 8 years, and then took a year off. Went back to school. Decided that sucked. It was really expensive, and had a baby. Fucking whore. And then I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. That's my beautiful ex-wife. But couldn't afford it, so I came back.
sense resentment.
No.
I sense resentment.
Nope.
Let's talk about that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Let's
I'm
get
kidding.
deep into that.
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
No, and yeah. So I thought, it was 1998. Y'all weren't even born, right? Or
Yeah, 99. I was born.
I was watching Power Rangers.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but it's just when email was starting to get on, and so I was like, I'm going to do a daily, but I'm not going to sell advertising. And everybody's like, that's stupid. Well, thank God I didn't go that route because
That was
subscription based is
Is what?
is the way it's the way you make money.
Oh,
if you want to be a publisher.
I thought you were talking subscription. I was like, if everybody wants to check out Black Rifle Coffee's Coffee Club, subscription based, it's the most phenomenal thing ever.
Mailed to you.
You get giveaways. Did you know that? You get a monthly giveaway. You get exclusive discounts from vendors and retailers.
Joe Staffel just sends me your coffee for free.
That's
we're going to talk to him about that later. But,
hey, Matt, is there a promo code?
Yes, it's called Revolution. Just kidding. No.
Yes, it is. 20% off.
You fuck. Drinkin Bros, man. Of course, like always, the best coffee in the motherfucking world. And the best cause.
That's the thing about it too. When I talk to people and they're like, is it actually really good, or is it just like funny guys who fucking, put some coffee out? It's like when you are around these guys, not on camera and everything like that, guys like fucking Evan, they actually know their coffee. Like, it's actually legit good fucking coffee.
The only time I can find something that's comparable to like what we roast is when you get like a fucking $35 bag from like Ethiopia, and it's like, but it's not like the American palate. It's something super berry, and you're like, it's kind of diverse and it's tasty, but on a consistent daily drinker, I've yet to find anything that's better. Anyways, we don't need to plug Black Rifle.
So Harry's been getting free coffee. He's about to start getting free whiskey too.
Yeah.
Well, he actually gave me a bottle.
But
which is Lead Slinger's whiskey, the spirits company we also own.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Lead Slinger. So, Emily Pennington is my wine and spirits editor. So I'll hook y'all up. Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yeah. Well, as soon as I taste it, I'm sure I will.
All right,
Dude, I went into my local.
I'm sorry, I just haven't had a chance.
No worries.
My local booze shop up in Boerne, Texas, went in there yesterday, and I walked in, and then the owner, this sweet old lady that got Lead Slingers there, was like, "Look, I'm selling a thing of your whiskey," and it was a retired infantry, I think he was a sergeant major or something, but he's buying Lead Slingers whiskey and chatted me up for like fucking 15 minutes. It was just cool to see, like, he drove all the fucking way out there just to get this bottle of booze. And I was like, dude, you're fucking awesome.
Who's your distributor?
Here it is Union, I believe, in Texas.
United?
United, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Union. United. It's usually Republic or United, but
yeah.
Trying to get in all those states.
Yeah.
Harry, how much free shit do you get on a regular basis as far as beer and wine and liquor goes? It's got to be incomprehensible, right?
I get a lot of free beer. A lot. To the point where
can I have some?
We just give it there's a maintenance man that comes in every night in our office, and I just put a note on it, and he just fucking loves me. He gets a lot of free beer, and we also get free spirits, but it's always kind of the weird, shitty spirits, like blueberry.
Can you start tossing some of this stuff over on the set?
Yeah, I mean, it has ethanol.
Start talking about it.
Yeah, it has ethanol in it.
Oh, no, not the spirits, the beer.
Oh, the beer. Yeah. You can have all the beer. I get a lot of free beer. Yeah,
part of the job.
I love me some beers.
Yeah,
I really do.
We love some beers.
Ross,
since you write a wine publication, do you drink wine at all?
I'm drinking really shitty white rye now.
Come again?
He's hammered.
I'm fucking wasted.
That yellowfin. Did we clean out the yellowfin?
Yellowtail, yeah.
Tail?
Yeah, yellowtail. It's gone.
I mean, my girlfriend likes wine. We drink red wine on occasion.
You drink vodka like I do. He drinks vodka out of a cup the size of a France press, Russ. This is
my favorite vodka is out of Austin. Deep Eddies is my favorite vodka out of Austin.
I know those guys very well.
Are you a fan of that vodka? That's my favorite.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm a fan of Popov. I mean, vodka is vodka. It all tastes pretty much the same. I drink Tito's.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Tito's went to my high school, and I know him.
They sold
Can
though,
we
right?
get him on the show too?
I can ask it. He's like a hard creature to get a hold of, though. Yeah.
I heard he still flies Southwest, though.
Well, that's stupid.
Dude, everybody flies first class when you're in Southwest.
Yeah.
I'm flying Southwest tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas.
I think Southwest is a bunch of fucking communists.
Yeah.
Hey.
Everybody the same. Everybody just there's no classes.
See, I
nothing.
agree with you. Like I want my seat. I want it to have it on my ticket, and I want to show it to.
You want to see socialism in the United States?
1D.
Fly Southwest. Sorry, Southwest. I'm sure they're great people over there.
Right?
Yeah, but the thing with
I'm sure
that,
Stalin was great too.
Listen, but they're nice. The Southwest flight attendants are always cool, and I always seem to get the gay one, and
I wonder why.
Fuck me sideways. I'm getting free drinks in that motherfucking plane. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, man, I'm I'm cool in the exit row. I'm willing and able, just so you know. He's like, oh.
Willing and able.
That's the
just
line.
so you know.
Feed me the fucking Tito's. We're going to flirt. We're going to get 6 drinks in.
Speaking of exits,
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
boy.
Batouche.
Hey, Marty, so
Yes.
your kids are in school. Their dad works for a beer publication. They fucking rage, right? Like those kids are like
they have to have the best high school parties ever. Like the high school
Ever.
parties that you see in movies that are completely unrealistic. There's the one caveat: the dude who runs the beer publication.
yeah, like a 16
Like, his
candles
kids-
party.
Yeah.
They have all
yeah.
the friends.
Yeah. Harry's not going to notice if somebody's stealing booze from him.
Yeah.
Ever. There's just
I
too
thought
much.
there was 700 bottles.
Hey, I saw 3 pallets of beer out here. There's a half a pallet missing.
I mean, do you have to have specific liability insurance on your house because of high school parties and the just massive amount of fucking underage drinkers you must have?
My youngest son just went to college, but he lived with me a lot of the time through high school. And they called my apartment the Crow's Nest. And they all came, and like the mothers were furious. You know, we don't know if he's around. He dated a stripper.
I heard he got stabbed by one.
You know,
She wrote about it in a book that I read.
Yeah,
I saw her on Good Morning America.
Fuck those pussies. Because if I was the dad of the kids, I'm like, I need to meet this motherfucker.
Hey, are you taking me over? I need to meet the parents. I need to meet the parents. He's a beer guy.
Let the kids have the slumber party. The fucking adults, we'll go get hammered in the back and talk fucking shop.
Yeah, well, you know, I traveled 20 weeks a year, so it was kind of the apartment to go to. And but
the Crow's Nest. How did that come about?
I don't know. That's what they call it. Maybe it's the Crow's Nest.
This is conflicting. I guess statute of limitations, and my stepdad's dead, so it doesn't matter, I guess. But like when I was in high school, like it was like a safe zone. We could have friends over, and we could have a few beers, get a little tipsy, but we couldn't drive. Beers. And I never went out to parties. And I know all the other kids that went out and drinking. Like my mom and I had this kind of agreement where if I went out to a party, I wouldn't drink. But at the house, I could drink under like this. It was a safe zone kind of thing. Yeah. And I knew a bunch of kids that got DUIs and all that. Never got in trouble. Never fucking had weird shit. It was just like if I was dating a girl, I'd come over and I'd be able to drink 2 Smirnoff Ices like a little pansy bitch I was.
Wow.
And then maybe stick a finger in, call it a day, and go on my way. And it actually kept me out of a lot of fucking trouble.
Well, listen, I put my credit card in his Uber account, and he uses it.
That's great. I think every parent should do that, by the way.
Yeah. So to this day, he uses a lot of Uber, which I'm like, dude, just Uber. He was using Uber when he was 15 years old, and which I don't even think is legal. And I'm like,
well, that's a little much, Harry, but
I mean, I'm like, he called me and said, come pick me up, and I'm like,
I'm wasted. I'm wasted.
I'm at the bar. I can't pick you up.
I'm with this hot blonde I just met with huge cans.
That's a hairy situation.
Yeah, it is.
I met her on her 29th birthday at Piranha Killer Sushi.
You dog.
Yeah. She was there alone.
So you just met her?
Oh, yeah.
You're still 29, right?
You jumped right next to her at the bar and started
31
talking her up.
Talking.
Hey, Ross, we got to get into this because I remember this story. It's great.
Please do.
She's sitting there. She's sitting there alone. She's hot as smoke. And I'm like, okay, it was Sunday night, dead. We were the only 2 people in there. So I pull up to the bar. I wasn't even going to go to the bar. I was in bed in my pajamas, naked. I was like, all right, I'm going to go.
Strip club, fucking sweatpants?
Yeah,
this is the guy.
So I go in there, and she's sitting there, and so I'm like, all right, how do I impress this? She's just on her phone the whole time. And so I knew the bartender, and I was like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, listen, oh, God, it sucks. Another zebra died at my ranch.
Wait, I'm sorry, zebra?
You little mole. You little mole.
I pulled you know what?
He's got zebras at his ranch. I fucking saw him firsthand.
He does have zebras, Ross.
I am not rich, but I could play rich, okay? Because I got that ranch, right? I have used that ranch to get more pussy than anybody in the world. Every bedroom you've ever seen out there. Every toilet, every fucking... All right, so...
What are you doing on the toilet, Harry?
I don't know.
What do you do with the zebras, Harry?
I love that line. I got a couple whiskeys. One of my zebras died.
Zebra died.
20 grand down the hole.
And it was a baby zebra.
Oh, no, not a baby
It
zebra.
drowned in the pool.
It drowned in the infinity pool.
Yes.
And then, of course, the ducks always die because they think the tennis courts, they're blue, so they think it's a lake, and they hit it and just break
That's
their
fucking
necks.
Darwin if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, right?
Is that real?
It's true.
Oh, shit.
Every winter, there's like 20 ducks.
Ross, he does have a quad tennis court. 4 of them.
Yeah.
Why? Do you play tennis, Harry? It doesn't sound like you're a tennis player.
Fuck no. It's to get laid. No. My dear mother, God bless her, played tennis. But yeah, it didn't impress. She wasn't even fucking listening. So I'm like, God, I gotta do something.
Try again.
All
right, zebra didn't work.
Yeah, so then I tried to talk to her, and she's like, okay, old man. Like, she's almost got the mace out.
Yeah, right.
Don't even fucking talk to me. She's like on high alert. She doesn't date older men. Trust me, she's not a gold digger or anything like that. So I played that card, didn't work. And then I was like, they closed. And I go like, there's Max's Wine Bar right across the street. Just one glass of wine. She's like, oh, fine. So I take her over there, and it's closed. And I'm knocking on the fucking window, and I'm
Open
like,
the fuck up.
Yeah, I know the managers. I'm like, she's like, fine, Harry. So we walk in, and I buy her one glass of wine, get the wine. I walk her to her car. I go in for the kiss. Blow. Just no. I ask for her number. She gives me her business card, which has her business number on it.
Desk phone.
Like it's
You got the desk phone.
Like it's 1994.
Yeah. Right.
And I call the next day, and I get a voicemail. I mean, when was the last time you left a voicemail?
No,
I don't.
It's 2018.
You don't.
What,
Right?
I wait 45 seconds to say something, or I could text.
Right.
Get fucked. Voicemails.
So,
don't
but
leave me
you know
voicemails,
what? I
people.
was
too.
throwing a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, it's Harry from last night. I want to take you to a birthday dinner proper. And then she waited like 3 days and called me back. And you know what? What I found out later is that her people at her business were like, just get the free meal, dude.
Yeah.
Just get the free meal. He's like a nice guy.
Just go to the dinner.
Order the best bottle of wine. Get the filet,
That's
medium
exactly
rare.
what she did. We went to Fleming's. It was a big.
Oh, you went to Fleming's?
Yeah, big expensive
yeah.
affair, and she, and then it took another, 2 months before we even started dating.
16 days. She's got that
16
down.
dates.
Oh, dates.
Yes.
Yeah, not days. Yeah. Before
That's
that,
a lot.
and it was
But
horrible.
16 before we put it in, huh?
Yeah, it was.
That's
terrible.
almost like a prom night. 16.
Dates.
No, I know. I'm tracking.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah,
No, she
that's a
was
lot of
not-
dates.
She was not into me, but it took a while to convince her. Look how charming I am. Look,
Right.
Look how much fun we can have.
This sounds a little rapey. Are you here on your own free will, ma'am? There's a whistle in Jared's
Yeah, but this
desk.
was-
Blow it twice.
this
The
was
police
what,
are on their way.
almost 2
she has,
years
she
ago?
has Stockholm syndrome.
This was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5
almost
years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while, Ross.
Yeah, can
great.
we ask? So, hey, can you do me a favor and ask her this? Since she knows how many girls that Harry has fucked, how are you
Lord.
cool with that?
All right. So the question is, honestly, Ross, I haven't fucked that many girls. I mean,
Harry,
I don't
you just
believe
said
that
you
for
used to
a
get more
second.
pussy than,
Yeah.
you know.
Ask
No.
him how many.
Stabbed by a stripper is definitely fucked.
I mean,
Ask him how many
I'm
dudes.
50 years old, so it hadn't been that many. But
Yeah, one a year.
she's not cool with my earlier days. Right? The question is, are you cool with that? Dating a stripper and all the girls and.
There's stuff I've done.
Okay, so let's not
There
get
we
into
go.
how many
Yeah.
dudes she's
Yeah.
been
So
with.
how many? No.
So let's
Everybody
have
has
her
a
get a
pass.
microphone
Yeah,
right
you
now
didn't
and
know-
let's put
you
her on the
didn't
show.
Yeah.
You didn't know before. Yeah. You didn't know each other beforehand. How are you
Yeah.
supposed to live your life
But she
until
did,
you meet the
I
one
will-
that you like?
I will tell you, she did make me get a test, and that was wise. And we're clean.
Yeah.
That's cool.
16
Damn.
dates though.
16
That's
days.
a boss
That's
move.
a fucking test, Harry.
Yeah.
Be like, tell you what, 16th date is tomorrow. Show up with an STI panel that's clear, and you're
And
gonna fuck this hole.
We're
Yeah.
going to Rock
Yeah.
Town.
That's very insensitive, but yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I try to make it a little gangster to really play it
Sell
up.
coffee.
I don't think he's
But
known for sensitivity
no,
anyways. So.
But I will tell you, I wasn't ready for I didn't know when the night was going to come, and the night did come, and I was wasted. And she's like, all right, I'm ready. And I was like, wait, what?
Like, oh no, and you're nervous and drunk.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
You're nervous and drunk.
Yes. And then later she told me, she's like, yeah, that was horrible.
You're
Like, I didn't know if I was going to ever call you back or, and
To your defense, I've had some terrible performances before because of alcohol, where I'm just like, I wake up and I'm like, listen, I get it if you never call me again. Like, my dick was limp. I was almost vomiting. I was out of breath after about 7 seconds. Like,
well, that's
I get
me
it
every time. But
my only variety is terrible sex. Like, you don't get into a relationship with me and expect fucking good sex. No,
you're selling yourself short, Mark.
I mean, my wife is amazing, but she's not in it for the sex.
Wait, is this why married girls used to DM me?
What's that?
I said, is this why married girls used to DM me?
Probably.
Yeah. I imagine.
Guys like me, it's like an alley-oop, to guys like you.
No.
It's like whenever they just say, I guess, you're there.
Yeah. When you have to schedule it on a calendar, on a fucking do a Google invite and fucking.
When you shake their shoulder when you're in bed and they go, I guess.
Yeah. Or sure. Like, speak dirty to me more. Then you just have to accept it.
You make me feel so good inside.
No, but then you just make your penis feel good by masturbating with them and call it a day.
Yeah.
And then you don't ask where they're at in the Friday night.
Let me ask you guys this. Like, have you ever masturbated in bed with your wife or significant other right next to you to sleep?
Yes.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called mutual masturbation.
Asleep or asleep or awake?
No, she's asleep.
Oh no, I wake them up. I like to have like whispers in my ear and like ear kissing.
Because I got woken up, recently while I was masturbating. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing right here?" Like, and I was like,
sometimes you can offend them.
Yeah.
Well, then you spin it back though. It's like, babe, the way your ass was looking.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not a question. It's actually kind of a nice thing. Like if like my wife is passed out and then her booty's hanging out of the sheets, I'm like, that is a glorious butt. I'm turned on.
This is a perfect
and I'm
segue.
like, don't want to wake up.
Perfect segue to the pink dildo. You need to tell us about this pink dildo and the quality of this pink dildo.
Yeah, the quality of the pink dildo.
So
Amazon. Don't buy dildos on Amazon.
I mean, apparently, I'm not gonna say which girlfriend, but a recent girlfriend.
We're on video, Harry.
There's fucking video up there.
She's right there, Harry. She's right there.
She had never.
That was amazing.
She'd never masturbated. I was like, "What? That's crazy!" And I was like, "So I got on Amazon. I bought the rabbit."
The rabbit's a good brand. It's a good brand.
Big pink. It's got the little hook on it.
Yeah.
It tickles the clit and tickles the butt.
It's electric and it has all its different speeds. It has ball bearings in it. Okay. So that should tell you something.
Science.
I mean, it's like German engineering.
Which is stupid because you're essentially retiring your dick because I don't have batteries in my dick.
Yeah, and it's that big around, about that long. So I give it to her, and then all of a sudden, like when I'm traveling, she's like, "I love this fucking thing. I love it." And I'm like, "Wait, whoa, pump the brakes."
Yeah.
This is and then like within 2 weeks she breaks it. She's using it. So I'm like, "What? Oh my god, you
had to reorder another one."
I had to reorder, and then I come home and I'm like, "God, should I have done that? Do I feel inadequate?" She broke it, so I bought her a new one, and every day she's like, "When's it coming in? When's it coming in? When's it coming in? When's it coming in?"
You should reach out to Amazon and see if they have the subscription option. So every month they send you a new one.
Just a new rabbit.
Very smart move.
Yeah.
It's like it's waterproof. It's so submersed that it might get a little fuck up the electronics.
After a month, I was like, "How do you break a fucking vibrator?" I mean.
That's a good question. How do you break a vibrator?
That is a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, they have 20 hours of use time. It's just it's just kind of like a razor. You got to get service after 20 hours of use. It just depends on how frequent.
If you're not oiling it, it's. I heard a story last night, Ross. My buddy used olive oil to try anal
I've
first.
Done that.
Wow.
Listen, when you're out of
While
lube,
they were house sitting somebody's house, they said they ruined a fucking couch.
Yeah, no shit, literally.
Amateur
That
move.
will destroy everything. Yeah, that's an amateur
not
move.
Not olive oil. You got to go with coconut oil. Everybody knows that.
Is it? I've heard that. Is that real?
Oh,
that is. Coconut oil is real. Yeah, you got to go to CO. Yep.
Wait, does that fuck your insides up? Like,
no, you're good.
Like,
the only thing I can tell you in life, Matt, that you need to know from me is honest baby wipes and coconut oil.
Yep.
Those two things need to be on your shopping list every time.
Well, I already have the baby wipes. Do not have the coconut oil.
But are they honest company baby wipes?
Are we using coconut oil
Because they're
for
real
anal,
cotton.
or what do we
There's
use
more-
coconut oil for?
All of it. All of it, Jared.
I need clarification.
No.
See.
What do we use coconut oil for?
You can use vaginally, hand jobs, anal. You're good to go. Like coconut oil is the one thing besides lubrication.
Amazon right now.
Yeah.
What about extra virgin olive oil?
No. No olive oil
Coconut oil.
whatsoever.
Coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coconut oil, huh? That is a very diverse product because, like, you can put coconut oil in coffee grounds and you can make a body scrub.
You can go do your fucking brain coffee shit and then go just have great tit
Just
sex.
like I'm gonna have some MCT oil, some coconut oil to make sure.
And
I'm in
girls
ketosis,
like it for
and then I'm fucking your
blowjobs, man.
butthole.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Girls like it for blowjobs.
Spray?
That's what I was
Coconut
gonna
oil
say.
spray? Holy fuck, we're getting a list.
We're getting tips.
Yeah.
No, but you get the little olive oil. Let her take just a little
I'm gonna
shot
tell her right now
before
coconut.
she goes down on you.
Really?
That's the trick, man.
Does it just help lubes it up?
Yeah, because their mouths are dry.
No, they're not.
Well, mine are.
Oh God.
They're not turned on. I guess.
You're not lubing it up with enough vodka.
I guess.
Well, that's why you just put a Sour Patch Kit under the tongue.
Sour
Give her
Patch.
15 seconds. It's super wet.
Interesting.
Really?
I don't know. I
We
made
get a
that
lot
up.
of tips.
I made
Yeah,
that
we're
up.
getting a lot of trade.
Yeah.
I just said fucking buy coconut oil plus the spray kind.
The spray.
He did. I see the
Yeah,
text. That's
yeah,
great. Well,
yeah.
the more you know on Drinking Bros.
We went back to
you know.
Megaplex the other day and bought 15 DVDs, 3 for $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a DVD player?
I mean, there's an Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
but the 3 for 20.
That's
you can't go wrong.
Nice.
You can't go wrong.
It's right there on
I
281.
got Sodom University.
Sodom.
I still want to make the Saddam Hussein. Like, I think that's funny.
Sodom Hussein.
And then the girl's name is Kuwait, and he's like, "I'm invading your butthole."
I'm invading your hole.
Nothing like a good old war joke. Making a sexual euphemism.
Well, Ross. Fuck. Harry, I gotta be honest with you. This is one of the most entertaining episodes we've ever had.
We'll need you back on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. We do this thing called we do this thing called Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Instead, I would like to make it a Broette of the Week. And can you just tell us that stripper's name who stabbed you? She deserves every bit of this right now.
She does.
She's a fine young lady. I'm sure she lives in L.A. now, and I don't know what she's doing, but her name's Sarah Tressler.
What was her stage name?
Sarah Tressler.
You know what's funny? Her name was Sarah, and her stage name was Sarah.
She's not that smart, is she? She's
That's
like,
almost
but
creative.
I dropped the H. No one will know. It's like
Sarah
Superman. All you did was
Tressler.
put fucking glasses on. We know it's you,
Her
Clark
book
Kent.
is called what? Tales of an Angry Stripper?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Diary.
Oh God. Well,
Diary.
God bless Sarah, and God bless you, Harry. If
thank you,
I feel
man.
like, in all honesty, without even meeting you or knowing you, I feel like if I had to pick a roommate for a boat in the Florida Keys to live with, like me and you in the Florida Keys, just bar hopping all day for the rest of our lives, it's you, and I don't even know you.
Hey Ross, I'm gonna
back
give him.
at you, Ross, man, because I read the first 2 chapters. They were badass.
Hey guys, you can fuck after the show. But Ross, what I will say is he does look like a modern day Sean Connery. So all this stuff that he's not attractive.
the rapist for 500.
Dude, Ross, when you finally get up here, we're definitely doing a pool day with Harry and Millicent.
Yes.
I'm down 100%, dude. This was fucking fun as shit. Matt Best, why don't you count us off the show here? Who's all on? There's 90 people.
Everyone. For Jared
Everyone's
Taylor,
here.
Harry, Matt Best, Marty Scovelin, Ross Patterson, we fucking love you guys. We'll catch you next episode.
Yeah, we'll catch you next episode.